Many congregations realize they make no impact until they reach outside their own walls. Then when they take action, it usually turns into a competition. But what if a number of different churches decided to band together for the greater good? This may look just like a patch of grass in one of the poorer neighborhoods of Lexington, Kentucky, but pretty soon it's going to be a church, and a church that can exist only because 16 to 20 other churches all come together with a common purpose. That purpose is a pledge to help the homeless and other poor, hurting people. For 10 years, they've taken turns forming this temporary church by worshiping and performing acts of service in the inner city. Those acts range from free medical exams or advice to haircuts to boxes of donated clothes, all followed by a big feast so everyone leaves full, both spiritually and physically.
We have a lot of really good ministers. We have some really good music. The food is excellent.
Charlie Younger has preached here for years.
God just pretty much put on my heart that it was important for me to give back just a portion of what he has so graciously given to me.
He relates to the hard times many of these folks go through.
I was homeless once. I lived in the front seat of my pickup truck for a while when I was in active alcoholism. But that's been a while back. God brought me out of that.
Now he shows God can do the same for them. This is called Church Under the Bridge, which is sort of funny since there's no bridge in sight. It was actually named by one of the founders who saw a similar ministry in Austin, Texas that did take place among the homeless under a bridge.
Really, anybody can end up in a situation where they need help.
Michael Windhorn has served for 7 years and says Church Under the Bridge emanates a crucial message.
Christ's body and Christ's love really goes beyond just what happens between some church walls.
I just feel so blessed in my life to have what I have, and so just to be able to give back a little bit, it's good.
Kristen Ray makes sure her teenage children always take part.
It's funny because sometimes they don't really want to come, but then after they've been, they're like, oh, I'm so glad I went.
She's gratified to see the changes in her kids, like the day her daughter gave away the earrings she was wearing.
This lady just fell in love with these earrings, and my daughter just took them off and gave them to her, and it was kind of a neat thing.
Eric Ogle knows what it's like to suffer from homelessness.
I got arrested the first time I got homeless in 2005, did 6 months in jail.
But Church Under the Bridge transformed his life.
I've been going here about 7 years now, and I changed as a person, spiritually.
He says many who come here have serious problems. Here they find a doctor or nurse to help them out, and other forms of aid and comfort.
Sometimes it's as small as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a roll of toilet paper, but you know, any little bit helps and helps to lift their spirits.
And at least for a couple of hours, Lexington can witness churches act in unity to show a pure love.
I think sometimes we get a little too worried about denominations or dogmas, and I think that this is an excellent example of how churches can work together.
Jesus told us Christians to have unity and to show love. Well, maybe Lexington's Church Under the Bridge can be the bridge to show us how to get there. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Lexington, Kentucky.